Hello, this is Jared, and welcome to day 2 of me surviving on this frosty planet that's split in the middle. Last time I have set up both barracks and a latrine, a laboratory, and we're just getting started with various research projects. We've explored down here, and my next goal is to get some igneous rock, a raw material we can use to build stuff out of. Just having a quick look at research. Not much is going on, but we're getting started. Hopefully being able to get a fire pole in here soon enough. Didn't take rock long to get the ability to dig through granite. And as I started exploring, get some of that igneous rock I wanted, I realized, oh, there's lockers down here. So we're going to make a path down there and see if there's any warm coats for us to get. Main goal I think I have for us today is start producing our first oxygen and food. Normally I don't worry about food since I can get a lot of buried objects, but in this particular asteroid, well, there's so much snow and does not look like there's many buried objects. In the meantime, I think we'll get a fire pole just to help with a bit of efficiency getting around the base. It's been difficult digging in this area with a lot of the carbon dioxide, but I think it's going to be worth it as long as we get a few warm coats. Let's see what happens with our luck on that one. Oh, there's one. Rock already has one. I'll give that one to Hammer. Oh, nuts. And finally, hello? Oh, I guess someone has to, oh yeah, Rock had to go catch their breath. We'll find out what that last one is in a little bit. I guess it's time for the next dupe. The 5th dupe that's going to be joining the team is Whisper, who's going to specialize in ranching. Looks like that final coat was warm coat, which is nice. We're going to give that to Muscles. Oh, have a look at this. There is 2 more, so I'll make a path up to get over there. Let's see if we have any more luck getting warm coats down here. Oh, look at that. Okay, actually everyone's going to get one. Here we are, 5 dupes, all with warm coats. We're covered, and of course, until the next dupe arrives. So, the plan that I have now, I've got a fire pole in the base, and I want to start producing some oxygen. And I think I've got this set up right, but the idea is I want to take ice from this, or water that comes ultimately from an ice liquefier, dump it here, have that stored here. We're hoping it won't melt, sitting on some airflow tiles, and with some insulated pipes, sending that to the electrolyzer. That'll produce a little bit of hydrogen and oxygen. So we've got this system nearly built. So that's going to start to produce some oxygen. It's have to give the command to dump some water inside this bottle emptier. And with oxygen on the way, I'm going to click enable that. Don't forget that, otherwise that's not going to work. Oh, I also forgot power, didn't I? Okay. Guess we're not going to go anywhere without that, so we'll hook that up. And then after that is ready producing some oxygen, we're going to start to produce our own food. I'm going to get a number of farm tiles, building it like this because there's ultimately going to become stables that I'm going to get flocks to consume pike apple, but this will start with some initial food for the dupes till we get to that point, which shouldn't be too long. Actually researching the ability to build a ranch right now, in fact. Next dupe to join the team is Zap, who's eventually going to be working on electrical engineering and then mechatronics in time so we can build an automation if we make it that far. Let's start to plant some more of this pike apple bush. We are producing our own oxygen finally, as well as growing some food. So that is important. The next goal I have is to get some stables together. I'm going to build 2 here, 2 more down here in the future, but I figured I might as well fill these with flocks before I actually bother with construction of the insides of those bottom 2. So we've got some of the equipment together now for some stables. Thinking the next dupe is going to be specializing in cooking, so going to get electric grill for them to use in the future. So now adding the 7th dupe. This is Chop. I'm going to specialize in cooking. And we've got our electric grill ready for them. We're starting to grow even more food now that we're expanding with more dupes, but also expanding the amount of oxygen. Normally I make this out of igneous rock, but there is not much around at least the central area, but there's a bit of granite. So we'll make that out of granite and have an extra area for oxygen. And things are looking pretty decent, at least early on. And we've got water flowing to our second electrolyzer. And I'm just considering the fact that that may not be the perfect place to put this, because I think what's going to happen is hydrogen will go up here and interact with the dupes here that is very conductive with the temperature, which essentially means it's going to freeze them a little bit at night. Anyway, maybe I can drop the cots lower to a lower area where hydrogen won't be flowing up, but that's something I can worry about next time. I'm also putting in a rock crusher. I'm going to have to go find a source of metal. There's some way down here, so maybe I grab that, but that is later on. Alright, well, I am producing my own oxygen, growing my own food. We're up to 7 dupes. I think I'm going to go to at least 8 before I cool that and just try to make sure I stabilize, seeing if I can get up to a dozen or so, and seeing if I can survive with the massive amount of coldness that so far is not really an issue, but as I expand, definitely could be a big challenge as we go. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time playing Oxygen Not Included.